That's what Tim Pool said. Tim Pool is a notoriously stupid person, like one of the dumbest guys in the right-wing sphere, which is crazy because that sphere is polluted with incredibly dumb guys. Tim Pool highlighted you on a recent show. Yeah, he put me on the Thumbo as well. He's such a moron. He did the classic thing that every right-winger and liberals and leftists do as well, which is like, oh, this person is not joking. He actually is being super sincere with his commentary. I know we went back and forth on this. We went back and forth on this on the timeline. I forgot last night where I dunked on him hard style. Here it is. He said, holy shit, Hasan literally did not know that Abrega Garcia is from El Salvador. Ha! Obviously not true. Okay? I was making fun of him for being like, he's not a Maryland man. And I was like, where is he from then? He is from Maryland. He's literally a Maryland man. So I responded to him. I said, Tim Pool thinks if you're born in El Salvador, you can never be considered a man from Maryland, even if you have a wife and kids and a career as a union worker in Maryland. You had hair at some point, but I think it's okay to call you a bald loser now, Tim. He didn't like that. He did not like that one bit. He's still going along with, ha, he didn't know. He didn't know this guy was initially from El Salvador, actually. He didn't know. I promise you, he didn't know. He likes to be called a person with hair formerly. Where is it? Where's the, I think he doubled down. Yeah, he did. Of course he did. Bro didn't know dude was from El Salvador and asked if I was implying he's from DC. Just take the L. I like that. Yeah, dude, I had no idea that he was actually originally from El Salvador. I was shocked when I found that he was getting a withholding of removal to El Salvador. I was like, why is there a withholding of removal to El Salvador for an American-born citizen? Hey, by the way, before Tim Pool's drones clip this, I'm being sarcastic. I know some of you like to behave as though, you know, I have no capacity of engaging in sarcasm or joking, but, you know, that's what this is. What kind of rodent is controlling him, Ratatouille style? I don't know. It was a Russian rodent before, but now it is, I assume, the rat that was in his beanie was initially a Russian one, and he swapped it out for an Israeli one now. Elon left, so comedy is illegal again. Yeah. How could a rodent control him if he has no hair? That's why he has to wear the beanie all the time, chatter. Do you not know? Do you not understand? You literally have videos. You could watch that as proof that you knew. I know, but remember, narrative is more important than the truth. Narrative is more important. His fans are not going to go and see if I've done numerous videos on the subject matter, carefully detailing all of the events and his background. Tim Pool doesn't even read an entire article to completion. What do you mean? His fans are even dumber than he is. His fans are so stupid that they think the dude who dropped out of middle school is actually someone that they should pay close attention to, that they should listen to. Think about how stupid you have to be to get your notes from Tim Pool. A guy who said Trump would win 49 states, a 49-state landslide victory in 2020. That's what Tim Pool said. Tim Pool is a notoriously stupid person, like one of the dumbest guys in the right-wing sphere, which is crazy because that sphere is polluted with incredibly dumb guys.
On the other side, on top of the mounds, it's going to be two beautiful poles. Paid for by Trump. They arrive in about a week or so.
As a former alt-right guy, I only ever saw under a minute of your clips ever, and I still hated you for years. Yeah, well, you're here now, and you've been here for 20 months. So obviously, you had the capacity to change. You had you at least had a little bit of curiosity at a certain point that made you go, let me go see what this guy has to say, you know? And many people do this. This is why my haters ironically create a hater to lover pipeline in their own audiences, because when they come in here to search on their own for what the truth is, they end up realizing that, oh, these guys were just lying to me. I watched you for 8 months and still disagree with almost everything you say. Okay. I hated you from the liberal side and it was exactly the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. My haters become waiters at the table of success and my haters become lovers at the table of learning, I guess.
Can you you clarify, Mr. President, on China?
Yeah, we are going to have a fair deal with China. It's going to be fair.
Are you talking to them actively now?
Actively. Everything's active. Everybody wants to be a part of what we're doing. They know that they can't get away with it any longer, but they're still going to do fine. And we're going to have a country that you can be proud of, not a laughing stock all over the world.
Yeah. This move right here, definitely not putting us in laughing stock territory. I'm going to force China to concede on all matters trade related. Also, I'm conceding now, even though she never called me. But we are not a laughing stock of the world. We are actually afraid of us.
The world for many years, you know, and 1913, they traded to the income tax system. We used to be all tariff, and we had no income tax, and we had the wealthiest country we've ever had proportionately. From about 1870 to 1913, it was all tariffs, and we had more money than anybody. They had committees how to spend the money. They had so much money they didn't know how to spend. Then some brilliant person said, let's go income tax, let's let the people pay. Now, we're going to be able to substantially lower taxes when this is finished.
So, Mr. President, how does it look in the meantime? Are you considering
looks good, yeah, no, it looks good.
While you're
It
negotiating?
looks good. We were losing anywhere from $3 to $5 billion a day. Think of it. We're losing billions of dollars a day under Biden and other presidents, frankly. But under Biden, it got really worse. China got out of control. We're losing $1 trillion a year. Trillion, not a billion, not a million, $1 trillion. And now
Tim Pool's fan base now? Oh, yeah. A few days ago, Tim Pool held a members-only live show, and the audience was exactly how you'd expect. When Tim says he's building a culture, this is what he means. This is amazing. I love this. This actually dovetails quite nicely into what I suspect is going to be a sea change. What I suspect is going to be an attitude change, even from the likes of Asmongold, who is the most prominent right-wing figure, both on this platform and perhaps online. Why do I say this? Well, here is why. Here's Peter Hamby. Okay? Trump is, according to the latest Harvard polls, sinking with young men. Trump's job disapproval with young men now at 59%. 40% say they're worse off under Trump versus 29% better off. 47% say Trump will hurt the economy. The trend is bad. In January, 62% approved of Trump on the economy. The tide shift is already here. The vibe shift is already here. Zoomer men are also going to inevitably turn on Donald Trump because Donald Trump seemingly sold them on a lie. They were too young to remember the first Trump administration. They thought that maybe there would be a real change here. Look forward to Asmongold going back to not doing politics, or at least like slanting his centrist agenda in the direction where he is more critical of Trump. Okay? Wait. Just wait. Could you elaborate on narrative is more important than the truth? Not necessarily disagreeing or trolling. I'm just scratching chin. As in, if everyone is lying, then the truth is irrelevant. Okay? Like, for example, with Tim Pool and his fan base, Tim Pool here is lying when he says, I've been fooled by deported Maryland man hoax. As in, I don't know that the Maryland man, Kilmar Brega Garcia, is originally from El Salvador. That is just a lie. If Tim Pool actually cared about saying the truth, he would be like, obviously he's joking here, right? He's fibbing. But he doesn't say that. He instead says Hasan is stupid and got fooled. He's lying. Now, it doesn't matter that this is a lie because no one is going to check him on this. No one is going to turn around and say, hey, Hasan is evil, like truly evil, no joke, backstabs his own friends, lies, even when he clearly knows the truth and glorifies terrorists, calls them heroes, and even interviewed one of them and called him Luffy as to say he was a hero, despicable. No one has ever accused Hasan Piker of being smart. He's from El Salvador, not Maryland. I'm so sick of the lies. So, gotta say, Hasan wasn't fooled. He's just outright lying. It's not ignorance, it's malice. Cope Hasan, you are a Muppet boy. For these people, the feeling that I'm a dum-dum who got duped makes them feel good. And they care about that more than they care about whether or not I actually know where what the background of Kilmar Abrego Garcia actually is. Do you understand? Is he still avoiding talking about India? Are you talking about me or are you talking about Tim Pool? Do I have a lot of Indian HasanAbi heads in here that are just like constantly demanding I talk about India? What's going on? For the past 2 days, everyone, I think there was like a terror attack in Kashmir or something, and I haven't looked into it. And people are just like, dude, why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you talking about this? Like, because I don't know enough. I don't know enough about what happened. I have no idea. What do you want me to do? Fucking talk about shit that I don't know? What is going on? It's confusing to me. And I don't know what the reason is why people are like, oh, he's avoiding talking about it. Did JD Vance do it again? Is that what happened? He was in India recently. I don't know if he was there while it was going on. The fucking Antichrist, dude. Death and destruction befalls any land that is visited by the servant of the Antichrist.
Peace plan that
J.D. Vance, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Are you not familiar with Kashmir in general or just on the attack? No, I'm familiar with Kashmir. I'm just not familiar with this this instance. It's because they're mad you won't cover it and they think saying you're avoiding it will get you to cover it. Yeah, I mean, there are a million stories that I don't end up getting to every single day.